Hi there, this is another trap in the Evans Gambit. This is called the fish out of water trap, and the fish is a play on the great Bobby Fischer. The trap is in fact a tangent to a variation from the Fischer doing fine trap, which is listed as trap number 92. Here we got e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and after bishop c5, white plays b4, the Evans Gambit. That pawn is given up willingly, because after bishop takes b4, c3 gains time, and after the bishop retreats, white stakes here a serious claim in the center with d4. After e takes on d4, the pawn on c3 being pinned, cannot recapture, so white first castles, and here we're looking at the variation where black goes pawn grabbing, taking the other pawn on c3. Well, queen b3 is played, supporting the bishop along the diagonal, hitting f7. So the defense in this variation is queen e7, and that is met by knight takes on c3. Well, that knight certainly wants to head for d5, and black, I believe, should be taking that knight immediately. He cannot allow the knight to post itself on that all-important d5 square. If, as in this game, knight f6 is played, defending d5, well, white's gonna jump into d5 anyway. Knight d5, and after knight takes on d5 and e takes on d5, this is the identical position to that famous game Fischer against Rubin Fine, in which Fine looked lost here anyway. The position is lost here for black in all variations. Fine played knight to e5. In this trap, we're looking at the knight d8 line. Well, that's going to be followed by bishop a3, a logical move. The bishop develops with tempo, hitting the queen, and black's going to play d6. Better might have been queen f6, but that's going to allow queen b5 first, gaining time by hitting the bishop on a5, and if that's defended with b6, then white gives up the exchange, rook e1, because after bishop takes e1 and rook takes e1, well, that's check. Either black gives up the queen or knight e6 gives up the knight, because after d takes on e6, we see that the pawn on d7 is pinned by the queen, who moved to b5 early on in this variation. And after f takes on e6 here, obviously white is winning. There's going to be another capture on e6, and the game is certainly over. So instead of queen f6, then if black plays d6, then queen b5, that all too common check in the Evans Gambit, is going to nab the bishop on a5, and white here is clearly winning. So this has been the fish out of water trap, a variation on another trap in the Evans Gambit. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.